Got that? Psalm 147, 19 and 20. Hold on, that's it.
Psalm chapter 147, 19 and 20.
Yeah.
He showed his word unto Jacob.
So God said he showed his word unto Jacob. Jacob was the father of the 12 tribes of Israel. When you read Genesis chapter 49.
Yeah. His statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
Days, his feast days, and his judgments for breaking the laws unto who?
Unto Israel.
Unto nobody want to have any fun tonight. You guys just want to be bored and
He has not dealt so with any nation.
God didn't deal with any other nation. He only dealt with the children of Israel. Now let's see what God says about the other nations. The so-called white man, the Arabs, the East Indians. Let's see what God says about them. Give me Isaiah chapter 40 verse 15. Isaiah chapter 40 verse 15, and this is out the Holy Bible. You can go into church tomorrow morning and read these same scriptures.
Isaiah chapter 40 verse 15. Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket.
So God said, behold, the nations
are as a drop of a bucket.
So now what nations is he talking about? The non-Israelites, the so-called white man. The East Indians, the Syrians, the Arabs, the Chinese, the Japanese, the Ethiopians, the list goes on and on.
I thought she was about to put up the cross sign.
God created 18 nations, but one nation God chose. And who did he choose? The children.
Yes, comedy show guys.
And are counted as the...
Say it again. The children of Israel, yes. What is your nationality? Yes. Taino Indian? Odibo Indian? You are from the tribe of the nation of Israel, just like this brother right here.
What about Jewish people?
We are the Jews that the Bible speaks of.
Really?
What about you? What is your nationality?
Jewish.
You are? What tribe you from?
What's it? Kohen.
So you're from the tribe of Levi? Okay. So now you're from the tribe of Levi?
Yeah.
All right. Where's your ZZ?
I don't know.
I'm from the tribe of Benjamin. I'm from the tribe of Benjamin. I got mine. Where's yours?
I speak Hebrew.
You do?
Yeah.
Top mums up. Our Father was your... Wow. Oh, you were trying to say the Lord's Prayer. So in other words, you believe him. I'm about to get your Jew. So in other words, you're a so-called Jew that believes in Jesus Christ.
I am not, but I like acceptance for all religions.
Oh, you do? Oh, he got something to tell you. Hey.
Atalo Yehudi, Atalo Yehudi, Atalo Yehudi, Atim Mamzer, Mamzerim.
Kill me? Murder?
What?
Look.
Okay. I had to go.
You gotta go, huh?
Curse. It's a curse.
Ata Arur.
Curse me again.
Ata Arur.
But he's Jewish though, so that means he is technically part of the children of Israel, right?
No, he's not. Because you know why? Because you know why? Get Jeremiah 14 and 2.
I'm dying.
Well, God chose us because we're the ones
Hold on, hold on, let's see.
Jeremiah chapter 14 verse 2. Judah mourning.
And
the gate.
Judah. Now, Yehuda, Judah mourning is in mourning, guys.
And the gates thereof language.
Come on, they don't have no leadership, guys.
They are black.
What color is Judah?
They are black.
What color is Yehuda?
They are black.
They're what?
They are black.
They're black, guys.
Onto the ground.
They're black onto the ground. Now, how you gonna call yourself a Jew?
I'm dying.
The Bible says that the Jews are black. Now get Isaiah chapter 29 verse 22.
You're saying he's lying about it?
Yes, he is.
I'm
Isaiah
dying.
chapter 29 verse 22. Now the Jews from the ancient times could be black, and now in 2014 they be white. Let's see if that's possible according to the Holy Scripture.
Isaiah chapter 29 verse 22. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, who redeemed Abraham concerning the house of Jacob. Jacob shall not now be ashamed.
God said Jacob is not going to now be ashamed.
Neither shall his face now wax pale.
Neither shall his face now wax pale. So the Jews can't go from being black to turn around to being white. The word wax means to change. So therefore you cannot. So therefore the word of God is a lie. So God is a liar then?
I'm not saying God is a liar, but I'm saying
God said he should now not wax hair. He's not going to turn white.
that is how religion has spread.
Revelation 2 and 9.
So let's say that one of your people mated with another.
Say it again.
Let's say one of the children of Israel mated with a white person. Then throughout the generational gaps, people can become white with the same religion. Religion carries over with the way you're raised.
But now you're dealing with religion. We're dealing with the laws and the commandments of God.
Well, it's all about interpretation.
Do you believe in the Big Bang Theory?
It is all about the interpretation and perception of the Bible. This is your specific interpretation or perception of the Bible, but other people have theirs, like Christianity.
Okay, now
that is what.
Hold on 1 second. You saying a whole lot. Okay.
I'm gonna give it back to you. So that's the question. You speaking of the word religion, but you have to realize that the Jews of antiquity, did they practice religion?
I'm not
No,
sure.
sir.
They didn't. So you stand corrected in your understanding based upon this. It's not dealing with religion, it's nationality.
What's the argument?
Listen. It's based on nationality. When you deal with the so-called white man that calls himself a Jew, you can't convert to a man's nationality through religion. And that happened during the Khazarian Empire. Okay? When it was in the Caucasus Mountains, what happened was King Kuban, he had came and got converted. He believed in the way, he believed in the nationality and the way of life of the Hebrew Israelites. So this is where Judaism came about. When you look at the word ISM, that's a suffix. It means pertaining to. ISH is a suffix, meaning pertaining to. That's telling you that it's not what it is. You understand? That's like somebody drank coffee, their teeth are yellow. You say their teeth are yellowish, and they're not exactly yellow. You understand? I understand. So you have to deal from the perspective from which we're coming from. We're teaching nationality going back to antiquity. It has nothing to do with religion.
But how does it change anything?
Sweetheart.
Well, if it's what he strongly believes and it's what he practices still, then why does it matter what nationality?
Okay, very simple. Let's give an analogy. If a murderer, somebody just has the lust for blood to see someone else die.
Like Dexter.
Listen. If he has to understand this, there's something wrong with that, yes or no? Although that he has a bloodlust. If someone wants to rape a woman because he has a strong desire to sleep with a woman, just like he just can't help himself, there's something wrong with that, yes or no? If someone wants to make their financial woes better by robbing and taking from another, and their reasoning is, I don't have anything, but there's something wrong with that regardless,
That's
correct?
pathology.
Correct?
It's not a religion.
Yes, that's what he's trying to say.
Listen, I'm making an analogy. So understand this. Although he wants to be a part of our Jews or something, the thing that's wrong with it is the fact that he cannot claim someone's nationality through religion. It's real simple.
Okay. I'm understanding now. So you're saying that the religion started within your nationality.
The religion started during the Khazarians when they went and converted.
Okay. The way of life of your nationality, you're saying it was a man who was white converted it and kind of made it his and started spreading.
He made it into a religion. Yes.
He made it into
real
a
simple.
religion.
Real simple.
So he in some way poisoned what you're.
It's not about poison. You gotta understand it. We gotta deal with reality, right? You're Latino, right? What tribe you from? Puerto Rican? Taino, right? Understand this. He's indigenous to this land called America. Now you have to understand this. Listen. When you deal with all the Hispanics over here, so-called Hispanics, whether they're Dominican, Puerto Rican, Mexican, Ecuadorian, Panamanian, you name it. Remember, this was their quote-unquote land. They are native. They are the indigenous people of this land. White people have a tendency to claim to be America, this is our land, this is our land. And they're quick to tell the Mexicans this. They say, wait a minute, you need a passport. You're an alien. You're an immigrant. They'll ask any Hispanic man except for Puerto Rican. Why? Because they claim Puerto Rico is a Commonwealth state when they belong here already. They tell you that what? They are aliens to this land. Now let's deal with reality. Who is the true alien to this land of America? Real simple. So listen,
horrible thing.
Here's what I'm saying. So what a lot of white people don't realize, including the white youth, y'all perpetuate the lies that have been taught, that you've been raised for. This is what I'm saying. So now, it is no way that a white man can call himself a Jew and be converted to a man's nationality. You understand? You can't do it. That's not his national origin. real simple. So there's no argument. It's an understanding. It's like, okay, you know what? That's true. You get it?
I do.
Real simple.
I do understand. Yeah. But also,
there's no but to that. But that's what's right.
I understand. And that was essentially your way of life. And the way
Shar,
the
flyers are loose. They should be open there.
I don't know. But yeah,
Not religion.
Not religion.
Taking a small part.
It's their way of life.
Right.
So you're saying it is wrong for someone to agree with that and want to make it theirs somehow.
Never said that.
Okay.
I have a question though. I have a question.
I'm asking you.
Actually,
Get this real quick.
I'm asking
relatives from
That's
Israel.
fine. Just like you got Chinese people in America, but their national origin is not China. You know what I'm saying? Not American.
I do understand.
All right, so let's just deal with common sense. Now, when you understand this, think about it. Somebody said that. Oh no, what we're saying is this: for a white man to claim that, the white man does not say that goes over Jew. He don't say black people and Hispanic people, they are the real Jews. He don't do that. You don't find that anywhere. You go to any rabbi, he don't say the so-called Hispanics and the so-called black man of Negro and Indian descent, they are the real Jews. We are following their way of life. They do not do that. Okay, so now, it's not about, we got to do a real thing. That's reality. So we have to say now, who's lying then? If you're not going to say who did what, then you're lying. It's the same thing. The white man said that what? Columbus discovered America. That's an outright lie. How could you discover a land that was already inhabited by a group of people?
To condemn a whole race of people as liars and people that are thieves.
Listen.
That's the thing that I'm upset with.
Listen, it's not about being upset. It's about dealing with the reality of it.
No, I understand.
Listen. Most black people and Hispanic people are lumped up as one. When you deal with what is known as statistics. Who keeps statistics? The white man. Why does the white man keep statistics? Simply because he has to have an account for the people that he conquered, the people that he oppressed.
It's just to monitor and
listen. So listen. When you go back into the ancient days, the people over here in the native land, they did not keep statistics of people.
I know, but as the population increases and as technology develops and advances, we need to monitor the going and coming and the interactions of people so that keep social order.
One thing at a time. Now understand this.
But I'm just saying to condemn a whole race of people.
1 second. I'm not listening.
As you're saying that I like condemn that.
Here's what y'all fail to realize. When the white man has no problem with a race of people.
The white man,
I'm gonna show you. When I say the white man, as the shoe fit, where?
Is the white man just a bad guy?
What he's saying is that
I know what he's saying.
white people.
I understand what he's saying. Listen. Hear me out.
European
Hear
imperialization
me out.
and genocide is
Hear me out. I'm gonna show you something. Your very presence and your questioning what has been said proves that you're a part of that product of what has been taught. Simply, you did when he was up here. When he was speaking earlier, you were saying, "Well, how come this, that, and the other?" All you have to do is just sit back and say, "Wait a minute. What's the antiquity of the white man? Where did you really come from? Honestly."
Well, I'm from Scotland.
Listen.
Italy.
I'm saying, listen to my question. I said the antiquity of the white man. Where did white people originally come from?
Father's balls.
You sure?
Father's balls.
Where at in Africa? You see, now, listen. If you're gonna be simple, we're not gonna conversate. I'm not gonna communicate with you. You see what I'm saying? Because that's gonna cause a problem. Because you're gonna get loud, you're gonna get stupid, and then we may get loud and stupid. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just.
So listen, that's what I'm saying. Listen, understand.
Starting at the same point.
Here's my question. What I'm asking you is this: go throughout the annals of history and search and see where did the so-called white man come from. Here's my point. If you go back to Africa, right? You'll see that in Africa there were kingdoms that were set up. If you go in China, there were kingdoms. If you go to India and Ecuador, there were kingdoms. If every nation that you go to, there were kingdoms that were erected. And these people could trace themselves back to a lineage of people that were descendants of kings and queens. Okay? Lineages of people that dealt with things at high. You speak of technology that the white man couldn't even fathom about. Okay? Now when you go and research way back then, for the white man, listen, there's no kingdom that he had erected.
Yeah, but now
listen, please. This is very important for you to understand before you retort.
But I know ancient society.
And there's a reason why I'm saying, listen.
The point is that
here's the point.
changed.
Listen. It never has changed. I'm gonna explain something to you. If you just listen, let my point be made so that you can retort properly. You can retaliate and retort this properly, okay? Listen, what I'm saying, if you look at everywhere, here's my point. If you go to China now, the Qin dynasty was set up by the so-called white man, okay? This is why you see those people that you call Asian or Chinese, they have paler hues at this moment, because they once had dark pigmentation. When you go to India, who took over India? The so-called white man, the British. When you come to America, the white man. Africa, the white man. Everywhere you name is where he put his foot and took over the land. And he staked claim to the things that those people had. So when you understand, how could it have changed when a man who have robbed and stolen from all nations on this earth still has in possession those lands and those cultures within his own?
May I say something?
You understand? No, listen what I'm saying. How could that have changed? When I finish this, you stand here on the shores of America, and here's a Latino brother, right? Yeah. A Taino Indian, okay, who's called the Puerto Rican, right? The Port of Riches by Diego. Here's another Taino Indian right here. Then we have a man of Simeon descent, okay, a Dominican Indian. When you understand, here's a brother of Panama, okay, the nation of Panama. Then you have a so-called Jew, a real Jew, by the way, of the tribe of Judah, who we call the Negro. So when you understand this, what have your people given back to any of these people?
That's not.
Has the white man gave the Latin man back his land? Has he done it? Has he said, I apologize for what I did to your people by enslaving them and burning them on stakes and making them worship under the Catholic religion? The word Catholic from the Roman word calling universal? Has a white man? See, and you know why he's fled? Because he can't answer that intellectually with a basis of understanding.
I understand. The only thing I'm going to tell you.
So I'm asking you, what have you...